Hi, and welcome to today's High Five Devotional. Something about the Lord that I've been in awe about for years is His supernatural timing. A while back I did some study on 2 Peter 3 verse 8. Let me read these verses for you. But you must not forget this one thing, dear friends. A day is like 1,000 years to the Lord, and 1,000 years is like a day. The Lord isn't really being slow about His promise, as some people think. No, He is being patient for your sake. He does not want anyone to be destroyed, but wants everyone to repent. I've come to the realization that God's timing is always perfect. Always. He's being accused of His timing being off sometimes, but it isn't. He's being accused of that by me, by some of you who are watching today. We say things like, Lord, where are you now? Can't you see what I'm going through? Can't you see I need this now? Galatians 4 verse 4 says, but when the right time came, some of your translations read it this way, in the fullness of time, God sent His Son. Jesus came into this world at exactly the right time. Let me take you to the Old Testament when Israel was about to cross over into Canaan, their promised land. They had been wandering around in the wilderness for 40 years. And now came the time. God had promised Joshua He would stop the water the moment they stepped into the Jordan. God did stop the water, but where? Now listen to what Joshua chapter 3 verse 13 says. And this is what Joshua is telling the people. He says, the priests will carry the ark of the Lord of all the earth. As soon as their feet touch the water, the flow of the water will be cut off upstream, and the river will stand up like a wall. I picture the people kind of looking at Joshua after the priests had stepped into the riverbed. Joshua, isn't this supposed to be parting? They could have heard from their parents the story of the Red Sea. They probably did. But the River Jordan was still flowing. It wasn't parting at all. You see, about 20 kilometers upstream at Adam Zarethan, the water was piling up. 20 kilometers of water had to pass by them. That must have taken a bit of time, don't you think? And then all of a sudden, it was dry. Now, God could have parted that immediately, but He did it this way. And I believe there was a purpose in this. And it was to teach them to trust Him. He said He would do it, and He did it. And He did it in His time. There are so many things that God has promised, like healing, providing, leading. We think sometimes, well, this is how it's supposed to work, Jesus. This is how you healed, instantaneously. Oh, but wait, He also healed in other ways. Or, you need to provide, Lord. This is how you provide. How does He provide? Right away? No, actually, He provides in many, many ways. His time in all things, in all that we do. It's His time. Remember that. So often it's not how we expect it or what we expect, right? I know that's the case for many of us, including myself. God promises many wonderful things in His Word. He'll do it in His way and in His time. Doesn't matter where you're at today. We are in a worldwide COVID-19 crisis. But remember who's in charge. Keep looking to the Lord. Keep trusting Him. You can trust Him. Well, have a blessed day today.